Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now that was a bit of Arabic, my friends, don't scream. You see, it's not actually as aggressive as it seems. Allow me to break it down and explain what it means. It means, in the name of Allah, the most merciful and kind, and that's how I begin things, so I hope you don't mind. See, it empowers me with the power that has been assigned to me to help align my senses refined. And when my senses refined, I finally see how twisted this world has come to be. I'm not just talking about the treatment of immigrants like me, I'm talking about the conflicts happening overseas. You see, I'm talking about all the massacres and the killings, the men, women, and children shot down, all civilians. And when it happened in Paris, the whole world was shook. But when it happened in Aleppo, no one put flags on Facebook. And please don't misunderstand what I'm trying to say. You see, killing is wrong, no matter the quantity in any way. So rest in peace to the 130 that died in Paris that day. But where's that reaction from the world when Syria lost 470K? So I pray for the Syrians in their time of need and plead with the Almighty to intercede, for their dictator continues to exceed the laws of any Islamic creed. Indeed, he makes his own people bleed, dropping chlorine from the sky with imminent speed, oppressing his own people till they concede. So his refuge may be hell for his sinful deeds. A foolish dictator that I detest is hard to rest, knowing he lacks a heart in his chest, as he aspired to be the best, but instead he oppressed when he used guns to put an end to all the protests. An unstable man that will certainly go down as the maddest. Turns out the new term for a sadist is in fact a sadist. But peace and governments seem to have an ever-growing schism, so allow me to present another land that invokes terrorism. And of course, I'm talking about the land where dreams come true, but if you had resources, they would come for you. Over time, it seems that their values had changed. In fact, so did their anthem. Indeed, it's quite strange. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? When we gathered the troops and we sent them to fight in the depths of the day, in the dark of the night, pretended to give the countries a helping hand, but they didn't understand our grand plan as we raced through the sands, raped and pillaged their lands instead of stopping where we should have, like the bombs on Japan. But we didn't care. We polluted the skies with artilleries and missiles, filled the Middle East with cries of children watching death with tears in their eyes. To their lands did we come and we terrorized. In the end, we didn't find any weapons, guys, but I guess it's okay because we apologized. And oh, how did we alter the American dream, or was it always an anti-black racist regime? As if 400 years of slavery weren't enough, we took them out of the chains and put them into the cuffs. But don't worry, because they weren't detained for long. See, some of them were shot down for asking what was wrong, because we hate when the minorities feel safe and fearless. There must be fear, for the white man is peerless. The immigrants with their crimes of terror and grimness, the verdict for our crimes, mental illness. And they come over with their culture and complicated names, speaking out loud in Arabic, so let's kick them off our planes. So we don't want them around anymore. Let's ban them all. And solve all of our problems with a great big wall. And the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. You see, these are the kind of issues that need to be addressed, where leaders and governments keep their people suppressed. So let me raise my hands and try to do something blessed. And you can call it what you want, but I'll call it a prayer for the oppressed. So this prayer is for the Muhammads, Ahmeds and Abdullahs. This prayer is for the Ibrahims, Ismails and Zakariyas. This prayer is for the Aishas, Fatimas and Khadijas. This prayer is also for the Hajjars, Sudans and Rimshahs. This prayer is for every single Muslim I know, and for the ones I don't, I ask that you let your infinite mercy show. This prayer is to keep us strong as times get tougher. But I don't just mean us, in fact I mean anyone that suffers. So this prayer is also for the Kashans, Cavanis and Tyrones. This prayer is for the Trayvons, Terubios and Jones. This prayer is for the names with syllables for days like the Abimbalas, Chidibims and Adeboales. This prayer is for the Matthews, Marks and Josephs who have helped me split the sea of racism like Moses. This prayer is to unite people and make problems shatter, but have the world understand that black lives do matter. This prayer is so we can stand against Assad's war crimes, but still have enough energy to whisper free Palestine. And I'll continue to pray until the trumpet is blown, whether these people heed my words or whether they don't. I'll continue this religious mission even if I'm alone, for it is written that a Muslim in submission is stronger than a king on his throne. So my final request before I say goodbye is that my words have changed the way this world is seen. And let me finish off by saying all praise is due to the Most High, but in Arabic we say, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.